Hi, welcome to Nostalgia Bait video. I used to make buffed levels. I made those for videos quite a few times. They were pretty well received actually. Some of my most popular videos were building buffed levels back in the day, back in, 21, 22, years ago by this point. And today I want to kind of revisit those because I haven't actually played like any of them since making them. So I'm just going to, was it called buff blast processing or blast processing buffed? I can't actually remember. There it is, blast processing buff. I have played 24 attempts in this and I literally have not touched this like in years. I haven't seen this in years. I know it had 2 waves at the wave part, and other than that, I don't remember like any of this level. So I'm gonna hop in and I'm gonna beat this. And I might beat some others in this video. I don't know yet. Text on screen. What am I gonna do? Okay, thanks. Let's hop in. I'm gonna start off with just a simple practice run. Oh my god. So this is not like Vortrox's super buffing series where I made it ridiculously hard. I think this should be like insane demon difficulty, I think, from memory. So far, it low-key kind of feels like hard demon, but I don't know. Ooh, okay, there's a bit of spammy there. This was cool. I was very proud of myself for thinking of this. Literally, I think this part's completely unchanged. Maybe I changed it a little bit so that you can actually fit. I don't know, but yeah. I remember having to mess with those. Maybe it was in the second, like the dual wave part. Nice buff, bro. Just put the orbs close together. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. That's what buffing levels is, man. I feel like I tried to not make as many changes, Oh. Some portals in there. This is probably the hardest part of the level so far. That's nice sync there. Force the coin path. Nice. Yeah, this really isn't too hard. This is probably like hard demon difficulty, if that. Ooh. That's a tough click. What the hell? Bloody jump had clicks, bro. Oh, and a late click. Okay. Any chance to make a late timing and I took it, bro. So far, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Not gonna lie. I remember building that part. That part was like, I was proud of that part. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be horribly unfun, so that's nice. That's ridiculous. I know when I built that, I was like, oh my god, that's funny, Lamau. I love me some bloody compacted orbs. Back then, especially. Oh, my memory. Okay. Okay, it's not too bad. You just look ahead a little bit. Okay. I don't think this is going to be too bad. Let me do some runs real quick. I don't think that click pattern's even any different. Come on, man. Triple spike death. Don't do this to me. That's a hard click. There's a couple like really hard clicks in this, and then the rest of it isn't too bad, honestly. It's definitely not like Vortrox's super buffing videos. I have a part in Cycles X, which I've been working on decorating, and man, the gameplay in that, let's just say I don't plan on ever beating Cycles X. It's like the one collab I have a part in that I never want to beat. Which reminds me, I still need to beat Espresso. Espresso? Oh my days. I asked someone a question. I'm tempted just to go straight from 0. Is that crazy? Is that crazy mode? I should probably do a bigger run than 80 to 100, but oh well. This click is like the worst thing ever. Why did I put this in? Bro, come on. So if you weren't around for this period, I don't blame you, it was a while ago. I probably made this before some of you were born. No, I'm kidding, it wasn't that long ago. Surely there's no like 2-year-olds watching this video. Anyway, this was for Eric Van Wilderman, because, 17. Eric made a fair few videos on playing buffed levels back in the day, and I sort of saw those and was like, I want to try and make some, because I have done that before, I think. I swear I'd made a buffed level before. I don't know, but I was like, oh yeah, and it could be make for a fun video. I don't know, nobody's really done it before. People didn't really make gimmick like building videos. It was only like about decorating a level, like Woolsey's type of videos, it was very decoration oriented. Nobody really just hopped in the editor and messed around like, is very popular nowadays. Not that I'm saying I invented messing around in the editor, but it just wasn't like nearly as widespread back then. It was sort of like more on the down low, which is nice because I feel like my videos back then weren't very good, but they performed well, so Oh, not late enough. Yeah, I sort of wasn't ready for that timing, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this series was really fun at first, but it slowly got more and more frustrating to make, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think by the time of maybe toe buffed, Theory of Everything buffed, I'm gonna hop back into practice and see if I can do each part individually, by the way, because I'm not prepared to go from 0. But yeah, by the time of like Theory of Everything buffed, Electroman Adventures buffed sort of thing, I was sort of getting a bit over it. The levels were getting steadily harder, I think, just because that's just the nature of like making videos on things, they get harder and harder for some reason. I don't know why it's a thing, but it just is, right? And so they were taking a long time to verify, because I verified all these in the videos, by the way. That's like unheard of. That was sort of my thing. Like everything I made for videos back then, I sort of verified in the video, which is kind of weird because I feel like nobody does that anymore. But yeah, verifying them was a massive pain, and trying to like do it and make it still be unique and interesting was kind of hard, and it just wasn't something like I felt like doing. So that's sort of why I ended up stopping a little bit, especially like buffing club step. I don't know. I didn't feel like doing it. I'm gonna be real. And then I buffed the GD world levels, and those were actually like really fun to buff because they were shorter, so they were easy, and like you could get more unique ideas in them. You know, there was more to work with than just like very basic deco, right? I made like the memory one, like in Machina. I could do one based around mirror portals, like just tons of mirror portals, like I think Striker. I really want to play all those GD world buffed levels again, but I want to do these first. Why was I going for that gap, bro? This ain't bloody quantities. This is buff blast processing buff, whatever. It's really cool to see that like buffing is still around though. Like, you know, I'm building a part in Cycles X, which is a decorated version of buffed Cycles, right? It's like same thing. Again, I'm not claiming I invented buffing levels, obviously not. Oh my god, holy slope. Thanks for the help, past me, I guess. Yeah, again, like I'm not saying I invented buffing levels because I didn't, but I was sort of like, I'm pretty sure I was the first person to make videos on like actually buffing levels, you know, which is, I don't know, it's cool to see how far it's come, you know? Same thing with like challenge swap. Challenge swap was my idea, baby. I mean, yeah, it's definitely inspired by Woolsey's build swap, but like the whole, you know, all the rules behind it and stuff, that was all me, baby. Because me and Kai Guy wanted to collab, and I was like, what if it's a similar thing to horse, you know, like in basketball, where it's like one person sets like, I'm thinking of skate, game of skate. One person like sets the trick and then the opponents need to match that trick type thing. It's like that, but one person sets the challenge, builds the challenge, and then the other person plays a challenge, and then why don't both people just build the challenge at the same time? You know, it's like, that's sort of where it originated from. It's really cool when it gets mentioned like out in the wild, you know, people are like, oh yeah, I want to do a challenge swap with that guy. I'm like, I feel like the guy standing in the room, the corner of the party with the cup being like, they don't know I made challenge swap. That one I will take credit for. I did invent that, all right? I keep like, for some reason, I think this is the gap and the saw's there. Like, I guess I'm looking down here and preparing to like go straight through, but that's just not the click pattern at all. This is not Insane Demon. Absolutely not. This is like, I mean, maybe beginner insane if you're like, if you're being considerate, whatever. But no, this is like a hard demon. No, I forgot to jump over the pad. Oh my god, the classic death, bro. The classic. For some reason, I like forgot what I needed to do. Like I thought there was a timing on this blue orb, so I need to go there late. But it just meant I just barreled into this spike. Oh, 79. It's not bad, but like, man. It's so funny though, because this is like incredibly unbalanced. Like ridiculously unbalanced. There's some parts that are like barely buffed. And then you just have the odd like incredibly precise extreme demon click. Just like one click that's super precise, you know? It's important to remember as well, I think my hardest at this point was either Cataclysm or Ferrum Frenzy. So I was like still, yeah, not the best at the game at this point. I was about to say I was still bad at the game, but if you beat an extreme, you're not bad at the game. Comparative to my skill level now, I was like pretty bad at the game, I'm not gonna lie. I like how that one structure before is like left unbuffed. Like, is that the same as it is in regular blast processing? I just added spikes on the roof and was like, yeah, this is hard enough. A 2-block gap where you can slide on the bottom. Yeah, that's heaps hard. That's heaps hard, bro. It's heaps hard, eh? Also, from memory, it was like really important to me to keep the same deco style. Why did I use the wrong mini spikes? Riddle me that. Why did I do that? Make all the deco fit in, except for some of the spikes, I guess, apparently. I don't know. And it's not like it was harder to see on my monitor back then or anything. This is the same monitor. What is that scaled down mini slope, bro? What the hell? What the hell? There's an ant on my arm, bro. Idiot. That was a bit mean, actually. Should I go back to buffing? This is getting me in the buffing mood. Should I buff a level? I feel like maybe I should buff a level. What do you guys think? Leave a like if you think I should buff a level. That's like probably the first time I've ever asked for likes ever in the history of me on YouTube. Except for my like old outro where I used to say like, subscribe, whatever at the end of every video, but like whatever. That one was a Tri-Depth Bear exclusive. I bet you guys weren't there for that. Holy moly. I barely was. How I haven't died to that wave in like a while is actually crazy to me. I've been doing some wild click patterns in there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be doing anything and surviving.
You don't actually have to switch gravity there, do you?
Yippee. Most excited bloody tried reaction ever. Okay, that was, oh my god, that was quick. Yeah, this ain't insane demon, bro. There's no way. 282 attempts. That'd be my attempt record by far. And because this video isn't going to be much without it. Oh, you can't even fit geometrical dom. Did I just do geometrical dom buff? I did indeed. Okay, I know myself pretty well. I'm also going to be doing geometrical dominator buffed and maybe electroman buffed, but this I think is probably harder. I already can't do the first click, so that's a bad sign. Okay. What? Forcing the swagger out? It's a classic. It's a tried buff classic. Buffed robot part, Vortrox would be proud. I'm guessing you have to do this route. Oh, you have to go upside down! Oh my god, I am so glad I did that. Holy straight fly! Okay. Why did, okay. Nice bloody portal corridor, bro. That's sick. To be fair, that's something I probably would still do now. I like those portal corridors. They're fun. Okay, I didn't change that's like completely unbuffed. It's already too hard, man. Oh, that's creative. I like that. That's cool. See, I did creative stuff. Oh, your cube there. I didn't notice that. Okay, sure. Yep, you gotta land on the corner of that. Lovely. Oh, and then a buffer and then a late timing. Can you just hold there? Oh, you can. Okay, lame. Ew. Gross. What the hell is that, bro? I like how I kept the coins even though you have to get the coin. It's like kind of goofy. I love these buff levels because some of them just have like the most comedic looking bloody part ever. Those are really tight gaps. I was definitely ship carried. There's no question about that. Oh, UFO parts. I loved buffing UFO parts in these rock top levels. It's so much fun. I could just do whatever click pattern I wanted. Oh my god, I forgot about this part. The gimmick with this part though, is that it's the same click pattern. So as long as I remember the click pattern, hopefully I'm good. Oh, you gotta like click early in some spots though. What the hell is this, bro? This is ridiculous. The outlines don't even match up. You need to rest. Thanks, bro. Cataclysm reference. Okay, this is cool. You have to avoid those. I dig that. I remember this one you have to click late. Yep, I don't know. I remember this level a lot more than blast processing buffed, I guess. Oh, I see those two orbs overlaid on top of each other. Nice little visual indicator. That's good. Oh, you have to go so much earlier on that saw blade than you think you do. That's, I'm going choke that, bro. I said I'm going choke, and I have Vortrox's stream up in the background because I was watching it while playing blast processing buffed. And I saw like a bunch of eggplant emojis in the chat. I'm gonna close that because, yeah. I think I'm gonna do a similar method to practicing this as buff blast processing. Just like go through and try and do each part individually. Which makes sense. I don't know why I don't do this for more like hard demons, honestly. For easier levels, this seems like the strat. Just like set a checkpoint at the start of each part and try and do it, you know? Instead of trying to do runs to 100 and then getting bored. That's probably, yeah. It's what I always do playing like hard demons and stuff. I just do like a run from like 60 to 100 and then I get bored and then start going from 0 and I don't know any of the middle of the level. I just haven't learned it. I should probably do a bigger run than 80 to 100, but oh well. Okay, this robot's like not easy. It's got a little bit of skill to it. Although I think I'm still not super used to the robot on Sayo, because like you gotta hold for a lot longer than I did on mouse, it feels like. Bloody rapid trigger, I'm not used to it, man. I can't just like micro click everything and it does like the perfect height jump. I love that gameplay of just adding saws in a wave part. It's so much fun. I'm glad I did that for like every single wave part ever. Although I think this is the last buffed level with a wave part in it other than the GD World levels and I guess buffed Decode I think I made as well. Because I did Electroman Adventures and I just remembered this morning that I buffed Theory of Everything as well, I'm pretty sure. So these buff videos became really fun because I know for buffed Electroman, Eric made one as well. He made his own buffed Electroman. And then for buffed Theory of Everything, Aeon also made one. So it was like kind of became like a community event almost. It was fun. There was a period there where everyone was buffing levels, bro. Truster made like buffed Theory of Everything too. Aeon also made a buffed Bloodbath that he never ended up beating. He said he would, but he didn't. What a fraudster. This UFO is so awkward, bro. What the hell is this? And then 2 up, and then you gotta go through there somehow. Ew. That doesn't look tight at all, but like when you actually look at it, you gotta like just clear that, and then you just clear that spike. It's actually like probably the hardest timing in this level, honestly. Okay, that part isn't too bad if you actually remember how to play that dark part, which I do. I've played drop top levels enough, bro. I like how I just woke up and chose violence for this part though. Like it's actually, sorry, that was so Redditor of me. Why did I say that? Bro woke up and chose violence. Anyway, that also, what is with that indicator just like the deco being totally off? Did I really not notice that when I was like verifying this? Who knows, bro? Anyway, yeah, I just made this part as like memory intensive as I possibly could, while it's still being the same click pattern. So it's like not any harder technically, it just looks harder, which is kind of fun. I like that. Visual buffs only. Oh, except there's no ground spike, so you can sort of like... It's funny with these building videos, like I used to... I think it was like about 2 or 3 hour recordings to like buff these. And like when you actually play them, it kind of makes sense. Like it feels a little bit rushed, I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely some imperfect aspects to it. I don't know, man. I've gotten a lot more perfectionist over the years, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but yeah. Yeah, so when you hit one of these, it closes that so you can't get through. Probably should have clarified that like when I first went through the part, but oh well. That evil little last spike. Oh, I want to do a run there because that part's like weird. I'm going to try and do this to 100. Actually doing runs in the level? No way. Oh, my dog's up. He's going to start barking at the door in a second. Here we go. Yippee. Nope, he's still looking for the door. He's a bit blind, the poor old little boy. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Oh shucks, I'm still recording. I got a bit distracted and I've been away for like a while, so let me just do another run to 100 real quick. Just mainly to get that bloody last saw blade down. That last saw blade's scary, man. Bum bum ba bum bum bum. I think I'm ready. Hopefully I'm ready. I'll probably end up hopping back into practice at some point, but oh well, it's fine. Oh, I'm jumping too early. I'm jumping too late there. What the hell? Oh, okay. If you jump too late, that happens. I see. Why are these first 2 jumps like top 0 impossible mode? I like how I save myself as well. Like, I know for a fact, I remember that I was like, okay, I'm not going to rebeat these right now, even though I could. Just to like get on the server's completion, I guess. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save it because one day I'm going to go back through and beat these again. And guess what I'm doing? No, I forgot to bloody hold. No, 42. Yes, the love of universe. That's a quote right there. You can quote that. That's a memorable quote. Is that a memorable quote? Memorable quote is this bloody second jump that I can't do. Okay, there we go. That second bloody jump that I can't do. That second bloody jump that I can't do. That second bloody jump I can't do. What? You know, I think compared to Vortrox's super buffing, I feel like this is very minimalistic buffing. You know, that's how I'll describe it. I'm a minimalist, you know what I'm saying? Not this new age, new fashion, lame, bloody super buffing, adding a billion spikes everywhere. No. I buffed this by doing like the minimum possible work, and they say Gen Z is lazy. I say that as I was spending all morning this morning bloody working on a video about decorating a part in Vortrox's super buffing level, but shut up. Besides the point! Alright, it's besides the point. Damn, that was like frame perfect releases on those portals. That was crazy. I'm cracked, bro. I'm cracked. Oh, did you see that little tiny hitbox? Brother. Oh, you can land on that corner instead of like removing this like platform hitbox. Let me just add the smallest spike hitbox you've ever seen in your entire life. Yeah, no, that's great. That's sick. This definitely feels harder than buff blast processing, but honestly kind of more fun as well. Like probably because there's more game mode variation and like actual speed variation, unlike in blast processing, it's all like one-time speed, right? Also, there's a lot more ship and wave skill in this somehow. Even though blast processing is the wave level, there's a lot more ship and wave in this, I feel like. No way, bro. Too early. Come on now. What the bloody... Maybe that's a sound effect. You know, the Zeronium slide whistle, as I always call it, for some reason, even though Zeronium didn't invent the slide whistle, but whatever. If Zeronium invented the slide whistle, it'd be called the Zeronium, because it's just got a big head like that, you know? What instrument do you play? Oh, I play the Zeronium. That could be real. That could be very much be a real instrument, just saying. I'm really tired. I didn't sleep much last night, bro. Okay. Last night, I had like the most restless sleep ever. So restless, in fact, that I woke up in the middle of the night with a stitch. I had a bloody stitch, bro. You know that like weird cramp in your side? I had that. And I was like, oh my God, that hurts. What the hell, man? I think it was a hydration thing. I think I was really dehydrated. I just like sat up, had a drink of water, and it went away in 5 minutes. But still, I was like, God damn, bro. You know what I also buffed that I just remembered? Buff this. That was a stupid video. Yeah, buff this. I forgot I made that stupid video. I also need to finish Retray Redux Deluxe as well. That's gotta be worked on. Yeah, this is a good run to get because I seem to be struggling for some reason with that part. You know what? I think I'm just like really tired. I think that's my problem. I'm like, it feels like the level has a radial blur shader on right now. Like this is what it looks like. It's crazy. Because for some reason my peripheral vision is just like losing focus. Like my main vision's fine, but for some reason my peripheral vision isn't able to focus. I don't know how that works, but whatever. Don't bloody ride on that slope. Don't ride by Mako Road on that slope. Come on. Boom, ba-da, boom, 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 ba-da, ba-da, boom. Oh, I nearly died to that saw blade again, but 36 to 100. Okay, bro, let's just beat it. Yes! Yes! I was actually a little bit shaky towards the end of that, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of scary. That was nerve-wracking. Alright, cool. Hang on. Bruh, 282? 282, that's crazy. That's actually insane. What the hell? The exact same attempt count on both? I had different old attempts in each, I think, but like, no, you got an O sound effect, you know what I mean? Anyway, I think I am going to end that one off here in the next video. Not the next video on this channel, but I'll probably do it next week. I will finish off the main level buffed level video levels by doing Electroman Adventures buffed and Theory of Everything buffed. They're the last 2 that I made, I think. And then Decode buffed, which I think Decode buffed is actually like really hard, so I might do that in its own video. And then it's just all of the GD World buffed levels, which I will definitely play as well. I really want to play those. I'm just going to rebeat all the buff levels. Bugger it, why not? Except maybe buff this, because screw that, bro. I don't even remember what that looks like. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end this off here. If you want to see the other buffed levels, subscribe. Yippee. Sub plug on the second channel. What are we, crazy? Anyway, thanks for watching and goodbye.